So we're going to look at the seller process decision. So we make a product and then we have a choice. Can we sell it at that point, or can we process it further and sell it? And so the example I always think of is IKEA, right? They've made the decision, rather than putting the furniture together, they just sell the pieces of the furniture with instructions. And they must have done the seller process further. They're selling it as is. The boxes of furniture is going to give them a higher contribution margin and income than if they assembled the furniture and sold fully assembled furniture. So let's say we had spent $20,000 and we manufactured 5,000 units of a product. So at that point, we can sell those units and we can sell them for $8,500 will be our sales. Or we can spend $6,000 processing them further, and then those process units could be sold for $14,000. Let's look at what our decision should be. So if we sell it as is, we can get $8,500. If we process them further, we can sell it for $14,000. The cost, selling as is, there's no cost of selling as is, because this $20,000 is a sunk cost. We've already incurred that. That doesn't affect our decision to sell it then or to process it further. We're just looking at the cash flows that are going to happen from this point on after we've already made these 5,000 units. So the only costs we have to consider are the costs to process further. So our contribution margin, if we sell as is, since we won't have any more costs, contribution margin is $8,500. If we process it further, we're going to spend $6,000, but we're only going to get an extra $7,500 in revenue. Did I say that correctly? No, $5,500 in revenue, right? So we're going to spend more money than we're going to increase the revenue, right? $6,000 to get $5,500. So our decision would be to sell it as is, because if we process it further, we're going to be at a net disadvantage because we will lose $500. The difference between processing further and selling as is will be at a net disadvantage.